All right, let's be honest. Have you ever sat down to watch just one quick video and then bam, 3 hours are gone? If that sounds familiar, then this explainer is for you. We are going to break down a super simple but really powerful method to get back your most valuable asset, your time. So let's just start with a tough question, right to the heart of it. You click on a video, maybe it's about history, maybe it's a DIY project, and then another one plays, and another. And you're telling yourself, hey, I'm learning stuff. But are you? Is it really productive? And this right here, this quote, it just hits the nail on the head. This is the big story we tell ourselves, the myth that keeps us completely hooked. It's that little voice in our head that justifies hours and hours of just sitting there, watching, by calling it self-improvement. We call this the productivity trap. You know, it feels like you're doing something useful, but what's really happening? You're just feeding an algorithm that is an absolute master at grabbing your attention and not letting go. And look, if this sounds like you are not alone. This is the system doing exactly what it was designed to do. But here is the really good news. There is a clear way out of this loop. Seriously, we're going to walk you through a simple 3-step method to break that cycle and take your focus back on your own terms. And here it is, the whole thing in a nutshell. The Unhooked method. It's just 3 steps, but they are so powerful. 1, recognize the filler. 2, use the right tools. And 3, replace the habit. Think of it as a complete system for rewiring your brain. So let's dive into step 1. Okay, first up, recognize the filler. This is the absolute foundation for everything else, because you just can't fix a problem if you can't even see it happening. You know, just becoming aware, that's the first real step toward taking back control. So what do we even mean by filler? Well, think of it like this. It's any video the algorithm shoves in your face that has nothing to do with what you actually came to YouTube for. It's basically digital junk food. Tastes good in the moment, keeps you coming back for more, but offers zero real nourishment for your actual goals. And if you're wondering how big the problem is, just look at this number. According to the research, a wild 99% of the videos suggested by the algorithm are pure filler. That means pretty much every single video in that recommended feed is just a trap designed to distract you. Now, the most important part of this first step is just the conscious recognition. The goal isn't to magically stop watching. It's just about building that awareness muscle. You start to pause and ask yourself, wait a minute, did I choose this video or did the algorithm choose it for me? That little question, it changes everything. So once you start seeing the filler for what it is, once you can't unsee it, you're ready for step 2, using the right tools. This is where we go from just being aware to actually doing something about it. We're going to change the digital environment that's been hijacking your brain. And there are some awesome browser extensions that do exactly this. UnTrap is a perfect example. It's this free tool that just, poof, hides the homepage feed, gets rid of the recommended videos sidebar, and kills autoplay. The idea is to basically perform surgery on YouTube and remove all the addictive parts. And the whole reason for using these tools is to completely change what YouTube is for you. You're turning it from this distracting, endless feed that throws content at you back into a simple, quiet library. It becomes a place you visit with a purpose. You find exactly what you need, and then you leave. You're in charge again, not some algorithm. Which brings us to our final step. And honestly, this is the most rewarding one. Replacing the habit. Because when you get rid of the trigger, that mindless scrolling, you create this vacuum. A space opens up. And the key to making this change stick is to consciously fill that time with something that actually matters to you. So this is the trade. This is what you're doing. You're giving up this low-value, passive habit of mindless scrolling. And what do you get in return? You get the time and the energy for what our source calls doing more life. More time for your hobbies, your friends, your family, your real goals. And doing more life is, well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's about taking that hour or 2 you just got back and finally reading that book that's been on your shelf, or going for a walk, or working on that side hustle you've been dreaming about. It's this simple, profound act of choosing your own life instead of letting a piece of code choose it for you. So after you do these 3 steps, what's the real payoff here? I mean, it is so much bigger than just watching a few less videos. It is about taking back the 2 most valuable things you have, things you can never get more of, your time and your attention. And if you take one thing away from this, let it be this. The Unhooked method is not about punishment or losing something. It's about empowerment. It's about gaining total control over your own focus. And your focus is the raw material you need to build the life you actually want to live. So we'll end with this question, and it's for you. If you got back an extra hour, maybe 2 hours, every single day, what would you do with it? What skill would you finally learn? What project would you finally start? What relationships would you build? The potential here isn't just a less distracted version of you, it's a completely transformed life. So, what are you going to build with it?